Yeah, it lagged out the first time because there was a storm. That's why Bender was like, I asked Bender if he got hit by the storm yet. He was like, nah. And then you see him in chat like 10 minutes later. He's like, oh shit, I'm driving into like death. Crazy ass.
Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, look at Steve, yeah, I'm training. I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit the hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them, I invite them.
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL.
I was able to stream 9 minutes and 38 seconds of the game.
Introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And some room to work.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
This nigga's scared. You could just tell when a nigga's playing scared. Seahawks user. I don't know him.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
A gain of 15 and a Saints first down.
Oh, I think this game's gonna desync. It's not playing the right. Yeah, it's something wrong with it. It's not playing all the.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run. This is Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Check it back, check it back.
They go play action now. Jackson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Yep, there's the desync. I knew it. I knew it. Because it wasn't showing all the plays. I was in HB Pyro and it was showing a whole different package. Shit's crazy. How it happens. I'm gonna have to come out here looking like
I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In that result, I'm gonna kill them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, run it up.
why is he in game chat talking, man? Shut up.
I was coming up, kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait. Cook it up.
Unplug your mic. Nobody's trying to.
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints.
Sometimes you don't even realize you're doing it.
Set, hut, turn the engine. Watch the run, watch the shit.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This time Wilson will throw. He's got the rookie, Darius Slayton. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Check 31, check. Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson, that one going to be complete to David Moore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. From the 38, Jackson, the catch made over the middle by Ginn. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there, first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency
Come on, bro. You're supposed to be running and catching.
And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
That's crazy.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown. Saints. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. What's good on the extra point? So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of the defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They go read option with Wilson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
Check, 47. Go out. Come on.
3rd and long. It's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out.
Zebra. 6-man. Check curls. Hey, check 24.
On 1st down, Wilson.
Let's go.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After the sack on 1st down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's going to air one out. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. 4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Shaquille.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw on third down. Jackson. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Single, slot. Watch 41.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 9.
Running with Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking
Oh, what in the world?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
Wilson shakes off the sack. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Alert.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Gun.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
Williams, what the fuck?
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Draw play. This is Carson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Wilson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum of the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. An even 90 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now this time he'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man
Got
because of the
scared,
coverage.
that's why.
It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, hey. Big air. 14, run it. Get wide. Kill.
Play action. It's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this.
Yes, sir.
Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. Fourth down.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field. Their nickel package
Knew
and it
that's what
made
he
a
was doing.
difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Oh, come on, bro.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you, but the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Here we go. Here we go. Switch. Joker. Kill. Jim.
On second down, Kamara. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, here's Kamara. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Buying time to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Jackson looking to throw on third. And complete right side to Cook. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here.
Watch out. Slay. He's coming.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
sad about it. Who's sad about it?
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Man left, man left. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And he will be able to recover this himself to prevent a wacky ending here. But that will be how this first half comes to an end. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
49. Mike, 49. Watch the slant.
Jackson on first down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, switch gears. Hatch it.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Mike's 50.
Now it's Jackson. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. They go play action with Jackson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check. 21.
First throw now for the backup Breeze. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now on 2nd and 16. Wilson, and he's got it complete to Anderson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Let's go. Run left, run left.
On 3rd down, Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Perkins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That was
the catch
nasty.
and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
If anyone was watching my stream, watch what just happened.
Just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing on 2nd down. Breeze into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32.
How did he just catch that
out to the 50 to the
Get out of here.
Stripe. He couldn't get the hook up there.
I'm sorry, that's fucked up.
Ah, Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
What? What?
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but closed there quickly at the end.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Switch, switch, switch. Hey, hey, watch this, watch this. Check. Go. It comes to me, it's me. Touch 50.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Alpha. Defense on deck. 50. 53. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. We got to get the ball. Do you get the ball right here?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike.
Breeze now on 1st down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
Let's go.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now, Breeze again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive.
Alert. Check, 47.
On first down, Wilson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Marcus Davenport picks up his second sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
47 Mike.
Third and long. It's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Ready? Yellow lady. 65.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
Ready? Yellow lady. You ain't going nowhere. Check three.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He's upset.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
It's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, so they held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
He's so mad.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly.
Hell no.
And that will be incomplete. Would
That's
have been a big
more,
hitter
boy.
if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Okay, double up. Check. Zebra. Come on. 47 miles.
Wilson now to throw again. Escaping the pressure right.
Good hit, boy.
Down, but not before they're inside the 25. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat
Why
to
are
go.
you so
Showing
mad?
They're picking up
I do
the
not
first
know.
down.
Hey, I do not know. I do not know.
On first down with Wilson.
He is so mad.
And
Let's
he's
go.
gonna go down. He's sacked
Hey,
back at
ball
the 24.
sacks.
Cameron
Ball
Jordan,
sacks.
he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson.
Hell nah. Let's get
That is
it.
incomplete.
Yeah, boy.
He couldn't hold on through
That
the
weak-ass
contact.
little nigga.
Brings up 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. So time definitely not in their favor, down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
He didn't know. He didn't know. You little cheesy motherfucker. You a cheesy motherfucker. Caught his ass. Caught his ass.
3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
Oh,
If they use the timeouts here, it's
Come
strictly
on,
for
bro.
show. We got a plan to catch.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, Wahoo!
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Flushed out right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Should have covered 3 damn near the whole game.
The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw, Breeze. He's got a man complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Saints, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Done. 8 weeks at least. Sucks. I don't know where he thought he was going to throw it. Where are you throwing it, my nigga? He caught it with his invisible hand first. Right. I need you to do better. Whoa.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball, man. All I ever do is ball, man. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending Yale Nets. Every flow is unmatched and I'm better get set and finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. So the whole game was never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait, cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit the hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them. I'ma break them, I'm a Hall of Fame legend. They should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
So I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a faucet. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. 20 others, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm a highly favored. Don't want no belly. No conversation. conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the
Set, ready?
taking.
8, 3.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience.
2-jet bomber. 2-jet bomber.
Set, boy, till there's nothing left.
Hey, echo.
To the bed until we all
Fire.
up in buckets. Hear them footsteps coming 'cause we coming for the
Oh my god.
Let's go. 15, run. 15 run. Hey, what up? Ready, break. Huh. Set. Let's go. Okay, ready? Big River, Big River. Here we go. 60 Outlaw. Ready, ready. Ready, 30 back, shoot.
Jesus.
Here we go. Hit it. Ready, ready.
Man, wouldn't stop moving.
Let's go now. Now.
Man, you can't tell.
Here we go. 10, get it. Head up. 90 Wolf. Blue 5. Come on, set. Head up. Down. 18 Gator. The hut. Break. Hut go.
What?
Set, ready? Big River, Big River.
That nigga needs to stay. Get developed.
Where's that? Ready? 95-56, 95-56. Come on. Set. Yellow waiting. Ready, set. Ready? 5-9. 11. Ready, set. Ready? 95-56. Ready, set. Ready? Yellow waiting. Ready, set.
Trying to step up.
Ready? Yellow waiting. Ready, set.
Dog.
Ready? 5-8. Ready, set. Ready? Blue 80. Blue set. Ready? Yellow waiting. Yellow lady.
It's off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory.
Ready?
Tell your mama
5-9.
and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg,
Ready?
and I'm the only
95,
one.
56.
And when it comes to Madden, all
You
your
kill.
sons. Bag of ball
Check, check,
watch
tonight.
you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can
Ready?
get you with the run,
Yellow
or I can
lady.
hit you with the pass.
Ready, cut.
I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady.
Y'all can't
Ready,
get
cut.
close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. Ready, cut.
Got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and
Ready?
New Orleans.
You ready?
Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead.
Ready, cut.
Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden
Ready?
territory.
Yellow
Tell
lady.
your mama
Ready,
and
cut.
tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't
Ready?
bad enough.
95, 56, 95. Ready, cut.
Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose.
Cut. Yellow lady,
Snoop
yellow
Dogg is
lady.
on the mic, I'm giving
Okay,
Madden
cut.
blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass.
Ready? 5-9. Cut.
I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time.
Ready?
Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it.
Ready? Yellow lady. Ready, cut.
Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady. Ready, cut. Ready? 5-8, 5-8. Tonight. Ready? Ready, cut.
Oh my god.
Ready, cut. Ready? Ready, cut. Cut. Yellow lady, ready, cut. Ready? 5-9. Ready, cut. Ready? 95, 56. Ready, cut.
What?
Ready? Ready, cut. Ready? Yellow lady. Cut. Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady. Cut.
Yeah.
don't even gotta say it. No.
Ready?
I know
Wait,
how to I don't gotta work no day shift. I know gotta split your payment. I know gotta answer questions.
Ready?
And I don't need you.
Wait, go!
Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my
Ready?
girls, they love it.
Come on.
They the same. Okay, so when I die, I'll be from all ends. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros.
Set! Yellow one. Ready, set!
Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown.
Ready? Wait, set! Ready? 95-56, 95-56. When I set! Ready? Yellow weighty, yellow weighty. Check, check, check. Hey, hey, hey. High 7.
Honey, I
Wait, set.
dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy.
He's getting that in real life.
Ready? 5-9.
I do my
Wait, set.
dance, end up in the dance. Man, I dealt with the hands. Thought it could guard me. I ruined they plans.
Ready?
Do what I
95-56.
want. They do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. 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 Yeah.
Wait,
They
set.
can get the lacking the stamina. Way too advanced. When amateurs there on attack, when attacking like. I can play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all
Ready?
the intangible.
Well,
Either
what's
leash,
the
I'm a
result?
beast, I'm an animal. Keep the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dog,
Ready?
I don't think they can
Yellow
handle
weighty,
the
yellow
battlefield. It's
weighty.
just me and my warriors. Guaranteed to be emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will
Ready?
not crash. They will not stop. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I copy. I do my dance.
You ready?
Jump in the stands.
Wait, go.
Jump in the man. I deal with the hands. Thought it could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can.
Ready?
Got it on,
Yo,
smash,
please go.
foot in the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all
Ready?
dash.
95-56,
I need a
95-56.
ring of the
Come
trophy.
on.
I say I'm the best as I am. There's no getting through the low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey. I run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses.
Ready?
It's all about
Yellow
making
weighty,
the
yellow
game.
weighty. Ready,
I
set.
give a lot of trash talk. You call us up making a name. I put them to bed. Supposed to regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be
Ready?
humble.
5-9.
Like a lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble.
set.
Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. Take off, move, magic. Now watch the juice be magic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic.
Ready?
Here come the blitz,
95-56. When I set.
Smash, put on the crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all
Ready?
dash,
Yellow
honey,
weighty.
y'all dash,
Yo,
honey,
kick,
y'all
wait, set.
dash.
Ready? Yellow weighty, yellow weighty. 36, 36. Wait, set.
Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I
Ready?
ain't come to
5-8.
play with you.
Wait, set.
Life challenging. When I do the chill with you. Early I'm up. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business.
Set.
I ain't getting
Wait,
paid
set.
with you. I'm coming right. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I
Ready? Yellow weighty.
drop
Set.
when I drop. Yeah. 64 ride. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Nothing
Ready?
but the
95,
you will
set.
never find. I've been in the bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side.
Ready?
Keep it
Yellow weighty,
different
yellow
vibe.
weighty.
Shoot down the ride, never tired. You will never know. You
Wait,
will
set.
never try. Work it out. Hey, yo, I need Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad being pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
What you need, tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer.